Hello again and welcome. This week's installment is on step 5, the freedom step. Admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. Who wants to do that? Who wants to own up to all the garbage that they've done while they've been drinking and using? The catch is that if you don't, you can't recover. I want to start off by sharing a little bit of my experience with step 5 and what my sponsor and I went through. I had written out my step 4 and gone to Doug, who was my first sponsor, and told him I had completed step 4. And he said, "Good. Now you're going to go and tell somebody." And I looked at him and I said, "Old man, you're nuts. There's no way I'm letting anybody know what's in this step or what I've written down." He said, "You've got to, or God can't perform the miracle of step 5. And I just about had it. I just snapped at him and yelled at him and said, "What the hell are you talking about, old man? The miracle of step 5. And this is what he said to me. He said, "A secret only has power when it's a secret. And its power is in keeping us from having anybody else find out our secrets. We don't let anybody see who we really are. We manipulate, we lie, we just not ourselves." He said, "When you take your secrets and you tell somebody, it breaks their power because it transforms them from a secret into a fact. And a fact has a much different power than a secret. A fact is something that you can carry around with you, knowing you've done it, you become accountable for it, and you can take it out and share it with another person in the hope that it will help them. So in one fell swoop, what God does, it takes every dirty, rotten, nasty thing you've done in your life and turns it into a positive, something that's useful. You no longer hide from it. You're no longer guilt, shame, and remorseful over what you've done. You've admitted what you've done. You're willing to make amends when the time comes, and you become accountable for your actions and your behaviors, and the miracle happens. You're free. You're free to live your life exactly as you are. Now it takes work, and our old behaviors, they come back, but that's a step down the road. We'll deal with that. But this is the miracle step. If you're at all familiar with our promises, you will see where it says, if we are painstaking about this phase of our development, steps 1 to 4, we will realize before we are halfway through step 5. We are going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. We will not regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it, but will realize no matter how far down the scale we have gone, our experience can benefit someone. That is the miracle of step 5. I urge you, if you're going through these steps, have a good solid sponsor when you're doing your 4, and you can choose to do your 5 with your sponsor or with the clergy, because confidentiality is utmost. You need to trust the person that you're doing your step 5 with. I've done many, many, many step 5s, and I'll tell you this. When the step 5 is done, I don't remember a thing that the person said, because it's not meant for me. I'm not to carry it. I am simply a representative of the human race so that the secret's power can be broken. One other person knows about it. We are not... I couldn't tell you one thing that one person has ever told me in a step 5. Because it's not meant for me. The process is what is important. It is important too that you do trust the person that you are telling your step 5 to. I encourage you to be as thorough and courageous as you can in your step 4. And step 4, courage. Courage is not being afraid. Courage is being afraid and doing it anyway. That's courage. So have the courage to put down on paper everything that you want to walk free of. Everything that causes you guilt, shame, and remorse. Have a little trust, have a little faith, do as directed, and experience the miracle of step 5. In the next segment, we will look at 6 and 7, which are to be done immediately after 5. So we're going to kind of combine those two steps together because there's really not a whole lot in them. But it is very important that you do it immediately after you do your step 5. From me to you and from my heart, I hope that what I'm giving out here is helping at least one person. Because if it helps one person, it's been worth all the effort. So until the next time, I wish for you to walk hand in hand with your higher power